It's Xavier Porter coming to you live, Brooklynfights.com at Gleason's Gym. I'm sitting here with the one and only Sonya Lamonakis, who's currently
10-2-2.
And we're here to celebrate Sonya's induction to the Daily News Golden Gloves.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, excuse me, Hall of Fame. The ceremony takes place April 19th?
18th.
18th, okay. So Sonya, tell us how that feels.
Well, you know, the Daily News was the Golden Gloves was a wonderful tournament to me. I came here in 2005 and I won my first Golden Glove title 6, and I continued to win 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I was just told in my 10-year anniversary this year that I'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame with Jerry Cooney, Michael Bent, and Riddick Bowe, who are former Golden Glove champions that went on to win world titles. So I'm honored. You know, I'm with a great crowd of people. The tournament's done so much for me, and I'm honored to be chosen to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Okay. And so what was your record during the Golden Gloves?
Well, I never lost in New York since I moved here, so I went 4-0 in the Golden Gloves. I think I had like maybe a total of 8 fights total in the Golden Gloves, but I never lost.
Okay. So now what are you doing with yourself?
I'm a school teacher in New York City at MS 126 in Brooklyn, and I'm training for my next fight, which I think is going to be in June for the WBC Silver belt against Carlette Ewell in North Carolina.
Wow, North Carolina. That's pretty.
Her hometown.
Oh, so you're going to? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell some of the fans and the viewers out there, how does it feel to be one of the recognized women in boxing, and currently you are the president of the USA Boxing Association, correct?
In Metropolitan.
Correct. So tell some of the viewers and the fans out there what it is to be a part of such a great organization.
Well, it's an opportunity for me to give back to an organization that did a lot for me when I first came here as an amateur athlete and funded me to travel to the Nationals, to become a Golden Glove national champion twice, and being in this organization meant a lot to me. And now to be able to give back as the interim president, vice president, you know, I feel honored that I can do that, and really excited for the women, and that I can take a traveling women's team down to Florida this year, and we can all compete in the Golden Gloves. And you know, I plan to do a lot for the women. I plan to do a lot for education, and not just focus on the boxing, but focus on educating the whole child, that you know, all the children that are in our organization via, you know, with school, with boxing, with everything, and not just make it about boxing. So the kids realize that if they don't make it in boxing, that they have something else to fall back onto. So that's what's really important to me. Those are my morals. I'm an educator by trade, and I want to instill the value of education in all the children here in our Metropolitan Association. So I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Okay. So Sonya, what's going on with the state of women boxing right now?
Well, I think, you know, recently it's catching a little bit of speed with women being in the Olympics, and Clarissa doing a great job, and now we have 3 weight classes in there, and you know, it's getting a little more recognition, but it's still got a long way to go for the equality. And if you're in it for the money, it's, you know, not in your lifetime will it probably happen. So you got to be in it for the right reason, and it's getting better, and I see it improving, but you know, I'm not sure it'll ever be equal to the men, you know, with the pay, but that's not why I do it. I do it for the love of the sport and the glory I get from, you know, lacing up the gloves.
There's a lot of good talent coming out of Gleason's Gym.
You know, the women are running the show in Gleason's. You know, we run this gym. You know, there's me, IBO world champion. We got Heather Hardy, who's the undefeated international champion, signed with DeBella. We have Veronica Jeffrey, who's a 3-time world champion. Melissa St. Ville, I think she's got 2 world titles. And you know, the best one of us is Alicia Ashley, who's has the world record for the oldest world champion, female world champion, which is amazing. And she has a lot to offer. She's got experience and knowledge in the sport, and you know, we all support each other. We got Keisha McLeod, who's the WIBA champion. So the women are really running the gym here. We got the titles, and we're running the show.
If there was one thing you could say to people out there, what would it be?
About women's boxing? You know, I would just like for us to get a fair shake. I feel like, you know, when people actually see women fight, they're like, wow, that was a really good fight. I can't believe it was women. And you know, the thing is, we bleed the same. We train as hard, if not harder, and you know, maybe we're not as strong as the guys, but you know, our strength comes from inside of us and in our hearts, and that's where we're really, really strong. And I think that I would like to see everybody give women's boxing a fair shake.
Okay. Well, you heard it right here from Sonya herself. We're at Gleason's Gym. Sonya Lamonakis being inducted to the Daily News Golden Gloves
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Yes.
At the Barclays Center on April
18th.
Come out, support. Appreciate Sonya for her time.
Yeah, it's also the finals of the Golden Gloves, so you'll be able to get some great fights that night. if you come out to watch the fight. So April 18th, Barclays Center, be there.
All right.
Brooklyn Fights.